Whispers from the past. It started as a soft whisper on the breeze, a sound so subtle, I thought it was my imagination. But as the days grew shorter and the shadows stretched longer, I couldn't shake the feeling that something was calling me back to the empty lot behind the old school. The playground that once stood there was more than a forgotten relic, it was a part of my childhood, a place where laughter and scraped knees lived. Now, only rusted chains and a few stubborn weeds remained. Yet, every evening at dusk, just as the sun dipped below the horizon, I heard it, my name, carried on the wind, from the direction of the ghostly swings. Curiosity got the better of me, and one evening, I ventured out to the barren field. The air was thick with an unexplainable tension, and the temperature seemed to drop the closer I got. The swings, barely visible in the dim light, moved ever so slightly, creaking with the weight of an unseen presence. I stood frozen, heart pounding in my chest, as the voice called out again. This time clearer, more insistent. It was the voice of a child, familiar yet impossible. It was as if the playground itself had a memory, and that memory had a message just for me. I returned night after night, drawn by the inexplicable pull of that voice. Each visit, I felt the air grow colder, the whispers more persistent. I decided to do some digging, both figuratively and literally. The town library's archives revealed a chilling secret. Decades ago, a child had vanished from the very playground where I now stood. The townsfolk had searched tirelessly, but the child was never found, leaving behind only questions and a town full of haunted memories. I realized with a shiver that the voice calling my name might belong to that lost child, still seeking a way back home. On my final visit, the air was electric with a storm that threatened to break. As I approached the swings, the voice grew louder, more desperate, pleading for help. The ground beneath the swings seemed to pulse with an energy I couldn't comprehend. In a moment of terrifying clarity, I understood what needed to be done. I dug furiously at the earth until I unearthed something small and cold, a rusted locket with a child's photograph inside. As the storm finally broke, the voice faded into the night, leaving me alone with the realization that I had given the lost child a semblance of peace. But as I turned to leave, the wind carried one final whisper, a thank you, or perhaps a warning that the past never truly rests.